It is time once again. Here comes the hype train to bring you some fantasy zen. And the name is Rank, Adam Rank, and my guy Marcus Grant and I have sold hype trains from Brockway to Ogdenville and North Haverbrook.
And by golly, we put them on the map.
Now let's fire up the hype train. Let's get the power tilting full max, because this is the segment that has been endorsed by the most USC Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks. Marcus, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on, Marcus, I need you to feel it.
I'm ready, but you're going to feel it if you don't get off the track.
Hey, here they come. Let's get out of here.
The time has come to wake up my son who is in the next room. But we will start in the big, you see. I've got one of the top wideouts for our guy, Jimmy G. Not Kittle, we talked about him earlier, but one of the wideouts. He's got the hands, the hops, the dude can fly. The perfect elixir if you have DeAndre Hopkins on a bye, or Will Fuller, or Christian Kirk, or whoever. We are giving you a guy, a dude who is no random, and I can't believe I'm trying to rhyme this with Brandon. Show me Brandon Aiyuk.
I'm totally on board with Brandon Aiyuk this week. I mean, you talked about George Kittle and that stack with Jimmy Garoppolo. Mostly because we've been picking on the Seahawks all season long. Throw in the fact that Deebo Samuel's got a hamstring injury that's going to keep him out. They've been finding creative ways to get Aiyuk the ball. I'm totally on board with this one this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about this matchup earlier in the show, the Seahawks are giving up so much production. We saw what happened last week with DeAndre Hopkins. We saw what happened with Christian Kirk. Multiple guys can eat in that offense. I think we're both on board. We love that one. All right. So we got another one, because I know wide receiver is a big thing this week. And there was a time where you would say this guy you would say his name as a slight, but the dude has been balling, and now that ain't right. He's had 14 points in at least the last 3 games. I picked him up so fast. My phone was shooting flames. I might have used that joke before, but who cares? It's getting that time of year. So I got it. I lost my place. I was doing this on the fly. So why don't we just roll the animation for this next guy? Show me Nelson Agholor.
That was pretty sweet. I'm on board with Nelly Swag too. Look, I know that we all like to post a fun GIF every time he does something, but it stops being a joke. The guy's playing really well. He's led the team in receiving yards over the past 3 games. He's got touchdowns in 3 straight games, and he's got a great matchup against the Browns, who are giving up the 2nd most fantasy points per game to wide receivers. So let's stop making fun of him. Nelly Swag is balling out now, and he should be on fantasy rosters.
Yeah, such a great matchup against the Cleveland Browns this week, as well as another guy along with Scotty Miller in that group that you can pick up this week if you are missing a wide receiver. So let's try to get my composure back one more time, because it's the time of year when we need an RB. The line is growing long. Please step behind me, though. So I got a guy who I loved in college, but I'm not sure if I'm a fan. So please, Marcus, tell me, are we going to start Wayne Gallman? That's his name. Show the animation, Tina.
No, we can't get down with Wayne Gallman. I mean, look, the upside is he could get more touches if Devontae Freeman can't go. Freeman's been dealing with that ankle injury, so we could see more Gallman. The issue is the matchup is awful. I mean, the Bucs have been locking down on running backs, especially over the last month, giving up the 2nd fewest fantasy points per game. The Giants' offense is sputtering, and they are likely going to be in a trail position, which means they're going to have to throw the football. So even with increased touches, I just can't get in on Wayne Gallman.
Well, now you have me concerned, because it says rank on board, and I don't know if you noticed, but this week in Las Vegas, the Circa opened, and they've got that stadium swim, and they've got screens that show the NFL Network, and my name's going to be like 90 feet tall saying on board. But Marcus, you've concerned me, because what I'm actually thinking is I want a running back who's going to get the opportunity, and I know the matchup is terrible. But sometimes, listen, it's a desperate time, Marcus. I'm sorry. I would love to take this flight or this train later. I think I have to take it this week, unfortunately.
Hey, I understand. Sometimes it is just what it is.